let's jump on in because I don't have much footage of wash day or the blow dry process. Okay, I literally breezed right on past it. But I clarified my hair 3 times, followed up with a hydrating shampoo because moisture is the key to life. Okay, and then of course I did a deep conditioning. Came out of the shower, hair was clean, no buildup. Immediately pulled out my RevAir. Love my RevAir, okay? There's not a day where I would want to straighten my hair without my RevAir, okay? It just means that much. It's my favorite part of the process. And so look at just how great it got my hair. It knocked out all the texture. It knocked out all the texture and it left me with the perfect palette to begin straightening with the Tymo device, okay? But before I move on to the straightening part, the drying part, my hair, you could see it was left bouncy and movie. There was no friction in it. I almost contemplating just simply not straightening it at all and just rocking this big fluffy puff for like the next 2 weeks. But I didn't. The Virgo in me said no. We must silkify. And so we did. I pulled out my Tymo. I let it heat up. I set it at 430 degrees because this is what's going to allow me to pull the device through with less passes, okay? Could I have straightened it at a lower heat? Maybe 375? Maybe. But it wouldn't have been as silky, for one. And for two, I probably would have had to do like 4 or 5 passes. You see what I'm saying? So I set it up 430 degrees. I believe it goes to 450. I put it up to 430 and that was perfect for me. 1 to 2 passes, but look, okay, honestly, sometimes I get a little carried away with the passes. What can I say? Again, I'm a Virgo and I like to be thorough. But guess what? No matter how many passes it took me, it only took 1 hour to straighten all this hair. Like, I started at 210. I know it was 210 because I just got off the phone with my husband. He told me he was going to be home at 3. And the whole goal, okay, was for me to be done with my hair before he walked through the door. Because when he left, I was already looking crazy. My hair was not cute. It was dried. It had a whole bunch of buildup because I had just like, anyways, it was a mess. And I would just prefer to be looking good when he come back. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be looking like the same mess that I was looking like when he left. I don't know. Maybe that's just a me thing, but let me know. Like down below, we will comment. If you got a man, is it does it matter to you, or is this a vain thing, or am I like doing too much? You know what I'm saying? I think it's keep. I don't know if guys care at all. I'm gonna have to ask him. I'm gonna let y'all know what he say, but I personally prefer to if to be not looking the exact same way as I was looking when he left the house from when he come back. Like when he come back, I want to be like a completely different showered, different clothes. I want my hair to be looking good. You know what I'm saying? Dinner to be like ready, just to like create like a stress free environment for him. And for so long, I was doing this, and I was doing it really good too, right? And then I looked up one day and I realized that I was overly stressed out. I was overly stressed out. I was stressing myself out by trying to make sure everybody else in the house was not stressed out. Needless to say, I'm still struggling with stress routines for everybody in the house because it worked for a while. Everybody was happy. Everybody was stress free. And then I started realizing that I'm stressed out. And then what I realized by me being stressed out is that when I am stressed out, in turn, everybody else in the house is stressed out. And that's no fun. And I remember because I'll be thinking back, like back in the day when I was young and my mom would be stressed out. Yes, we all felt the ramifications. We all felt the aftermath of her being stressed out because she would be going off. Oh my goodness. And I didn't understand it back then. And I'm sorry, mama. I'm sorry, mama. I didn't get it then. I get it now, though. Like, to be stressed out and to be dealing with kids, a household, your husband, your job, your bills, all of the things in between. Yeah, I get it. She was overwhelmed and she didn't have, I don't know. From my point of view, she was overwhelmed and with 4 kids, she had 4 kids. Anyways, I'm realizing in this stage of my life that it is of the utmost importance that I handle my stress and that I keep my stresses within a nice, easy to handle degree. Because when I get so overly stressed out, everybody in the house feels it. They can tell. And I don't want that. So, with a perfect excuse to put my vain hobbies back into use, like my hair, my makeup, my nails. Like, I've been on it. I've been on it for like the last month. I had a conversation with my mother-in-law. I had a conversation with my dad. And I had a conversation with my grandma. And just basically talking to these 3 people who are all adults, who are in a stage of their life, they have a certain type of wisdom, right? And these are 3 completely different people with completely different backgrounds, completely different racial makeups, like completely different cultures, okay? And they all gave me the same advice, that I need to pour into myself a little bit more. I'm pouring from an empty cup. And I got 3 friends, 3 best friends, okay? I love them. And they get it, right? Like, they just get it. I love them so much. And one day, like, whenever things happen for me, because they happening, and whenever they do happen, I'm taking me and these 3 best friends. We're going to go out, okay? They can bring their husbands if they want to. I'm bringing mine. I'm bringing my whole family because I'm just so attached to my family that I created, like my kids and my husband. Like, I don't know, I'm gonna bring them with me. But I'm taking my friends out because I don't know, I just get a sense that they love me and I love them, and it's an amazing, like, uh just to have support, you know what I'm saying, just to have support from those around you, from those in your circle, okay? That's why it's important to keep a clean circle. Anyways, back to the hair straightening that I was talking about. You see how easy it is for me to get distracted? That's what happens when I get stressed out. So you can see how I'll be stressing my family out. Girl, kept straightening my hair out, and it was going so fast, which is good because my kids was coming in and coming out and coming in and coming out. But it didn't matter because I knew that I was on the road to success in a quick way, okay? Like, it just felt good. So finally solidify in my mind that this is my hair straightening dream routine, okay? So if you have hair like mine, try these devices out. The RevAir, it can be it's an investment, okay? But it's worth it, especially if you have little kids. This is not going to hurt them. They can do this themselves. That's how easy this is. But once I finish straightening my hair, I always immediately pin my hair up into like a twisted bun, very strategically, okay? Um, really tightly to let the hair cool down. Um, while your hair is still heated up, like right after you straighten it, chill out. Don't just immediately go hit the sun. Don't go ripping and running. Let your hair cool down for a few hours, okay? Because while the hair is still warm and hot, it can easily revert, okay? So you've got to let the hair cool down. Once it's cooled, the hair has taken shape. The hair will take shape however you put it in. You ever notice how you put in braids, you take your braids down and you get a crinkly look, or you put them up in twists, you take it down and it looks nice and twisted, curly? Yeah, you have just let the hair settle down. And I choose to do that by doing the bun method because it'll give me nice heatless curls. I've already pulled it through the RevAir, which has a little heated device, a little heated mechanism in it. I pulled it through the Tymo, which again, 430 degrees Fahrenheit, that's pretty hot. And so I don't want to have to use another device just to add in a little body when I could just put it in a bun and then chill and relax for the rest of the evening into the next day so that my hair can take that shape. And when I take it down, those natural, effortless waves just pop, okay? Hello, hair goals. Because I've been on a I've been on a heatless curl journey, and they haven't really worked out for me. I'm not gonna lie, none of them have worked out. But I think it's just because I have fat hair strands, and my fat hair strands need heat if they're going to change in any way. And this is why my hair can stay straight for forever. Because there's only two things that's going to change the current state of my hair. And it's either going to be water, it's going to be heat. You know what I'm saying? And I would prefer not to use heat unless my hair is clean, clarified, and moisturized, like was in this video. Okay? So basically, that's it. I have nothing else to really say, but look at how great my hair was turning out. I promise I'm a humble person, but this turned out really great. This turned out really, really great. And it was one of my first times finally using the right amount of oil. If I've ever done your hair or you've ever seen my hair, you know that I tend to be heavy-handed with the oil. And that's just because it had it in my mind that I had to use a lot of oil to keep my hair from becoming heat damaged, right? And I believe that's true to a certain extent, but when you have so much oil and you're straightening your hair, you kind of take away the flowiness of the hair. You know, you kind of take away from the bounciness, the body, the voluminous, because all that oil is just going to weigh your hair down. And it looks good, you know, it looks moisturized and amazing, but I promise you, there is a perfect amount of oil ratio that you could use that's going to keep your hair protected, moisturized, and still give you the light, fluffy, movie, soft feel that you're looking for. So you got to play around with it. Feel that you're looking for. So you got to play around with it. But that's it, you guys. I'm done here with this video. Soft, straight, bouncy hair in no time. If you're loving this routine, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, leave a comment with your hair hacks, because I want to put them in my pocket, okay? I want to take them with me, okay? Definitely subscribe for more hair magic, and I will see you guys in the next one. Stay awesome, stay fancy. Bye.